blender. Oh, you can use a regular blender, use a food processor, you can use whatever is easiest for you. Now I'm gonna take like half of these chilies, and this is about 6 green chilies that have been roasted, peeled, and de-seeded. And then I have 1 large Vidalia onion, sweet onion, that I have roasted over the hot coals. I just cut it up so that it would be easier for the blender to deal with. And some garlic, about 3-4 cloves of garlic, about 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
A handful of cilantro?
It's about a half a cup packed. About a teaspoon of salt. You gotta have salt in this, otherwise it's just gonna come off as super bland. And this is gonna get wazzed up. Get that on your blender, and then we're gonna pulse it. Now, I'm gonna go chop those green chilies that I left out. Oh, right, I've got our pureed chilies, onions, and cilantro, garlic, and salt, and lime juice into a bowl, and it's beautiful. It smells amazing. It's verdant and green, and oh, it tastes really good. And then what I did was I took the remaining green chilies and 1 thick slice of that roasted onion, and I chopped it up approximately the same size. And now we're gonna give a little body and chew to this salsa. We're just gonna fold these in. You can use this as a dip, you can use it as a cooking sauce, you can use it as a topping for your burger, you can do so many things with it. But it's beautiful and delicious. Just go ahead and store that in a mason jar or an airtight container in your refrigerator. So that is how you make delicious roasted green chili and onion salsa that is fit for a king, and you are ready to roll with your green chili burgers or your green chili pork or some green chili salsa chicken, chicken salsa verde, whatever your heart desires. I have 1 can each, 15 ounces, of dark red kidney beans and black beans that have been drained and rinsed. I have 4 cobs of corn. I took a knife and I just shucked it right off of that cob. I use about a half a cup of chopped green onion, about a half a cup of chopped cilantro, about 2 tablespoons of chopped jalapeno, about 3 cloves of minced garlic, and what I have here is about a tablespoon of taco seasoning. And you can use whatever your favorite taco seasoning is. You can use a combination of salt, chili, cumin, and oregano, whatever floats your boat. We're also going to use about 2 tablespoons of lime juice and vegetable oil. So this is just super simple. We're going to go ahead and mix all of this together. And this is one of those, the longer it sits, the better it tastes. But it tastes great right after you make it too, so it's going to be awesome. And I'm just going to tip some of these onions in here. That seasoning, lime juice. I've got some sunflower oil here. And then it's just as simple as stirring it up, mixing it together. And I think maybe to balance out the flavor just a little bit, I'm going to just add a little squeeze of honey, maybe about a tablespoon or so, just to give it that little bit of balance with the lime juice and the spicy and the sweet corn. It's going to be great. And there's a little bit of salt in that taco seasoning. That's my homemade taco seasoning, and I do have a video for that. I can link that below. So there you have it. That's a quick and easy corn and bean salsa. We're going to start off with about a cup of fresh peaches that I have diced, fresh pineapple that I've also diced, fresh Roma tomato. This is 1 red bell pepper, 1 sweet Vidalia onion, about a half a cup of fresh cilantro that I have chopped, 2 large garlic cloves that I've minced, 1 very large jalapeno pepper that I've also diced very small. Now, if you are not into the heat, you can leave the pepper out. You can substitute this with some green bell pepper. You can add serrano if you like to make it even hotter. It's up to you. Whatever your heat level you can adjust this to your own preference. And I have just under a half a cup. This is 2 limes worth of juice that I fresh squeezed. So let's get started with our fresh fruit. We've got our pineapple, our peaches, and I got fresh local peaches. They were very small, so I actually used about 5 of them because they're, like I said, really tiny. So you're just gonna need to measure it out. This was approximately 3 Roma tomatoes. Our bell pepper, and you don't have to use a red bell pepper. I'm just using it for color. You can use whatever, green, yellow, orange, red. It's entirely up to you. Our jalapeno, our fresh garlic, and again, you can leave the fresh garlic out if you don't enjoy fresh garlic. You can use garlic powder instead. That's entirely up to you. And one thing that I forgot to lay out because I was like doing a ton of stuff, about a teaspoon of salt. Now that's just regular kosher salt, but use whatever salt you like. And now just give this a good stir. I want to mix everything up together. The last thing is our lime juice. And that's going to also act not only as a flavorizer, but as a preservative. It's going to give a little pickle on here, and it's going to be beautiful. Now you're going to want, you can of course eat this right away, but I think it's always better if you let this sit and marinate in the refrigerator for a little while, so a couple of hours. But honestly, it's so delicious it won't even matter. It's super citrusy, it's sweet, it's salty, it's sour, it's tangy, it's delicious. I hope you give this beautiful and delicious fresh peach pineapple salsa a try sometime soon, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.